All right. Let's dive into this master data management.
MDM.
MDM, right.
Yeah.
You're probably thinking, what is this all about?
Yeah.
But you're already familiar with relational databases.
Mm-hmm.
So think of MDM as like
Yeah.
taking that data integrity and consistency to like a whole new level.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're talking about a single trusted source of truth for your most critical data assets.
Yeah.
Even if it's scattered across different systems.
That's right.
Yeah.
So it's like creating a master data hub,
Okay.
like a central repository where everything is organized,
Yeah.
accurate, and easily accessible.
So like,
This golden record, as it's often called, is like having this like 360-degree view of your customer, your product, or any other crucial entity in your business.
Okay, so no more data silos.
Right.
No more inconsistency.
More confusion.
And definitely no more confusion.
Yep, exactly.
You know how frustrating it is when you're trying to make a decision?
Yeah.
And you have all this conflicting information from different sources.
Absolutely.
MDM aims to solve that problem.
Absolutely. And it's not just about eliminating frustration.
Oh. Yeah.
MDM can have a real impact on your bottom line.
Okay.
For example,
Yeah.
let's say you're launching a new marketing campaign.
Right.
With a solid MDM system in place, you can segment your customers with laser precision based on demographics, purchase history, and preferences.
Yeah.
No more wasted marketing spend on irrelevant audiences.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
It's like having that perfect customer database where you can say, okay, I want to target all my customers who bought product X in the last 6 months and live in Mumbai.
Right.
And boom, you've got a highly targeted list ready to go.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool.
But getting to that point, creating that golden record is where things get interesting.
Yeah.
It's not just a matter of copying and pasting data from different systems.
Oh.
We need to make sure we're actually talking about the same entities. That's where identity resolution comes in.
Okay, identity resolution.
Yeah.
It sounds a bit like a detective story,
Yeah.
trying to uncover the true identity of our data.
You could say that.
Okay.
Imagine you've got customer data spread across your CRM, your marketing automation platform, and your e-commerce system.
Yeah.
Each system might capture slightly different information.
Okay.
Maybe a variation in spelling, an incomplete address, or a nickname instead of the full legal name.
Okay.
Identity resolution algorithms analyze these variations and use fuzzy logic to match records that likely represent the same person,
Okay.
even if the information isn't perfectly identical.
So it's not just about exact matches.
Right.
It's about looking for those close enough matches that could indicate we're talking about the same person.
Exactly.
Like maybe one system has Ramesh Kumar and another has R. Kumar.
Yep.
Identity resolution helps us figure out that those are likely the same person.
Exactly. And this is crucial because if we accidentally merge records that belong to different people, the consequences can be significant.
Yeah.
Imagine mixing up medical records or financial data.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
That could lead to some serious problems.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Yeah.
It highlights just how important it is to get identity resolution.
Right.
It's like laying the foundation.
It is.
For a strong and reliable MDM system.
Absolutely.
But once we've matched those records, how do we actually create that pristine golden record from all those different sources?
Well, it's a multi-step process that involves identifying the key attributes that uniquely define an entity,
Okay.
cleansing and standardizing the data to ensure consistency,
Yeah.
and then applying survivorship rules to decide which values to use when there are conflicts.
Okay, let's break that down a bit.
Okay.
First, we're talking about identifying attributes. So for a customer, that might be their name, date of birth, phone number, and maybe a unique identifier like their PAN card number.
Yes, those attributes act like a fingerprint for each record.
Yeah.
Once we've identified those, we need to make sure the data itself is clean and consistent.
Right.
That means standardizing addresses,
Okay.
correcting spelling errors,
Yeah.
and ensuring dates are in the same format.
So it's like tidying up the data,
Yes.
making sure everything is neat, organized, and following the same rules.
Exactly.
No more variations in how we write addresses or represent dates.
Precisely. With clean and standardized data,
Yeah.
we can then move on to the matching process,
Okay.
comparing those fingerprints we created earlier to identify records that likely belong to the same entity.
And then comes the survivorship part.
Right.
So what happens if one system says the customer's address is 123 Main Street and another says it's 123 Main Cent?
Right.
How do we decide which one goes into the golden record?
That's where survivorship rules come into play.
Okay.
These rules are carefully crafted based on business logic and data quality considerations. They might prioritize the most recently updated information or the source that's considered most reliable.
Okay.
It's all about selecting the most accurate and trustworthy values to populate that golden record.
It's fascinating how much goes into creating this single source of truth.
It is.
But we can't just set up the system and forget about it.
Right.
Someone needs to be in charge of maintaining this whole MDM operation.
Yeah.
And making sure the data stays clean and accurate.
Absolutely. Right. And that's where data stewards come in.
Okay, data stewards.
They are the guardians of data quality and consistency, playing a vital role throughout the entire MDM process.
They sound pretty important.
They are.
What exactly do data stewards do?
Well,
what does their day-to-day work look like?
Their responsibilities are quite diverse.
Okay.
They define data quality rules, resolve data quality issues, manage reference data, establish those survivorship rules we just talked about, and even handle exceptions that pop up during the MDM process.
So they're like the data police, making sure everyone follows the rules.
Yeah.
But also the data detectives tracking down inconsistencies and fixing problems.
That's a great way to put it.
Okay.
They wear many hats, but their ultimate goal is to ensure that the data is trustworthy, reliable, and ready to be used for making informed decisions.
This is all starting to come together.
Yeah.
We've gone from the big picture of what MDM is all about to the intricate details of identity resolution and the critical role of data stewards.
Right.
But I'm curious to learn more about the specific tasks data stewards handle on a daily basis.
Yeah.
What are those data quality rules they define? How do they resolve those data quality issues?
Those are great questions.
Yeah.
And we'll definitely delve into those in more detail as we continue our deep dive into the world of data stewardship.
Okay.
But for now, let's take a moment to reflect on what we've learned so far. You know, one thing that often gets overlooked is how data stewards can actually save everyone a lot of time and headaches.
Oh, really?
How so? Think about it. Before you have dedicated data stewards, people are constantly running around asking, what does this data element mean? Or where can I find reliable customer information?
Right.
It's a constant game of data whisper down the lane.
Right. You end up with a lot of wasted time and effort.
Yeah.
And you're still not even sure if you're working with the right information.
Exactly. But with data stewards in place, they become the go-to experts for all things data.
Oh, okay.
They document everything meticulously, create those clear definitions we talked about, and basically become the living embodiment of that single source of truth.
So no more endless email chains or frantic searches for the correct data.
Right.
Everyone knows exactly where to go and who to ask.
Precisely. It streamlines communication, reduces bottlenecks, and helps everyone work more efficiently.
That makes sense.
Plus, data stewards play a crucial role in preventing those data surprises that can derail projects and lead to wrong decisions.
Data surprises, those sound a bit ominous.
Yeah.
What exactly are we talking about here?
You know those moments when you're working with data and suddenly something just doesn't add up?
Oh, yeah.
The numbers are off.
Yeah.
The reports don't make sense, and you're left wondering if you can trust anything.
Oh, I've definitely been there.
Yeah.
It's like you pull on a thread and the whole sweater unravels.
Exactly. These data surprises can stem from all sorts of issues.
Okay.
Undocumented changes in business processes, transformation issues between systems, or just plain old uncertainty about what the data actually means.
It's like the data is telling a story, but some pages are missing.
Yeah.
And we're left trying to piece together the plot without knowing the full context.
That's a great analogy. Data stewards help us avoid those plot holes.
Okay.
They meticulously document every step of the data journey, from its origins to its various transformations, so we always have the full story.
They're like data historians.
Yes.
Preserving the context and ensuring we don't lose track of the narrative behind the numbers.
Precisely. This meticulous documentation builds trust in the data. When you know where the data came from, how it's been handled, and who's responsible for it, you're more confident in its reliability.
It makes sense. It's like having a certified pedigree for your data.
Right.
Knowing it's been handled with care and meets all the quality standards.
Exactly. And that trust is crucial for making informed decisions.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to base their strategy on shaky data.
Absolutely. Data-driven decisions are only as good as the data itself.
And data stewards are instrumental in ensuring that data is solid, consistent, and reliable.
So they're not just data guardians, they're data champions,
Yeah.
advocating for quality and building trust across the organization.
Exactly. They help us shift from a culture of data skepticism to a culture of data confidence.
That's a powerful transformation.
It is.
It empowers everyone to embrace data and use it to drive better outcomes.
Now let's talk about how we decide which data elements deserve this meticulous care and attention.
Okay.
We can't possibly manage every single piece of data with the same level of detail, can we?
That's a good point. Just like anything else, we need to prioritize our efforts and focus on the areas that will have the biggest impact.
Exactly. We need to identify those key business elements or KBZs that are essential to the organization's success.
So it's like a data triage, focusing on the data elements that are most critical to our operations and decision-making.
Precisely think about it this way.
Okay.
Which data elements, if mishandled, could cause the most disruption, lead to major problems, or even put the business at risk?
Okay, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
It's about identifying those data elements that have the potential to make or break our success.
Remember that example we discussed earlier about the insurance company that was hit with hefty fines?
Oh, yeah.
Because they weren't properly tracking customer data for anti-money laundering purposes.
Right. That's a perfect example of a KBE that needs to be carefully managed.
It is.
Or what about that situation where a company's CEO was touting a new performance metric, but nobody actually knew how to calculate it or what it really meant?
Exactly. Those are prime examples of KBEs that, if not handled correctly, can lead to financial losses, compliance issues, or just plain confusion and mistrust.
It's about identifying those data elements that, if mishandled, could really hurt the organization.
Precisely. And those are the elements that data stewards need to prioritize.
It was about finding that sweet spot, focusing on the data elements that have the biggest impact in terms of data quality and governance.
Exactly. And data stewards play a crucial role in that assessment.
Yeah.
They have the business knowledge and expertise to identify those critical data elements.
They're like data strategists, understanding the big picture and making sure we're investing our data management efforts wisely.
Yes.
Now, let's shift gears a bit.
Okay.
What does the practical side of data stewardship look like?
Right.
What are some of those day-to-day tasks they handle?
Well, one of their most important tasks is creating clear and concise definitions for those KBEs we just talked about.
Definitions. Really, I would have thought that everyone in an organization would at least agree on what key terms mean.
You'd think so, but that's rarely the case.
Oh.
People have different interpretations, make assumptions.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's like playing that game of telephone where the message gets distorted along the way.
Right.
Data stewards ensure that everyone is speaking the same data language.
Okay.
They create those precise definitions that leave no room for ambiguity or misinterpretation.
So no more data misunderstandings or cross wires.
Yeah.
Everyone's on the same page, using the same terminology, and working with a shared understanding of what the data represents.
Precisely. And these definitions aren't just about semantics.
Yep.
They serve as the foundation for all data management efforts.
That makes sense. If we don't have a clear understanding of what the data means,
right,
how can we possibly manage it effectively?
Exactly. Data stewards also play a crucial role in defining the rules for how data is created, used, and transformed.
So it's like creating a rule book for the data, establishing the guidelines for how it should be handled throughout its entire life cycle.
Exactly. For example, they define what we call creation rules, outlining the conditions that must be met before a new data record can be created.
So it's like setting the criteria for data entry, ensuring that all the necessary information is captured and validated.
Precisely. They also define usage rules, specifying how data can be used and for what purposes.
So it's about setting boundaries for data access.
Right.
And preventing it from being used in ways it wasn't intended for.
Exactly. And they define derivation rules, which outline how data is calculated or derived from other data sources.
Wow, this is all starting to sound very structured and organized.
It is.
Data stewards are really bringing order to what I imagine was the Wild West of data management.
Yeah.
Tell me more about these rules.
Well, these rules are all about ensuring data quality, consistency, and reliability.
Yeah.
They act like a data constitution, establishing the fundamental principles for how data should be governed and protected.
And the data stewards are the keepers of that constitution, making sure it's upheld and enforced across the organization.
Yes.
I'm really starting to appreciate the scope of their role. It's not just about cleaning data, it's about creating a culture of data respect and responsibility.
You're absolutely right. It's about creating a data-driven culture where everyone understands the value of accurate, consistent, and reliable information.
It's Like we're moving from data chaos to data harmony.
We are.
But with all these rules and responsibilities, it sounds like data stewards have a lot on their plate.
They do. And to keep everything organized and efficient, they rely on a variety of tools and processes.
Okay, let's talk tools.
Right.
What are some of the essential items in a data steward's toolkit?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk tools.
Yeah.
What are some of the essential items in a data steward's toolkit?
Well, one of the most important tools is a business glossary.
Oh, a business glossary.
Think of it as a centralized dictionary for all those key business terms we've been discussing.
So it's like a data encyclopedia, where anyone can go to find clear and concise definitions for important data elements.
Exactly. And a good business glossary goes beyond just definitions.
Oh, okay.
It also captures information about data lineage, relationships between different data elements, and even data quality rules.
So it's like a comprehensive data map.
Yeah.
Providing context and clarity for everyone in the organization.
Precisely.
That's pretty neat.
Another essential tool is a metadata repository.
Okay. A metadata repository.
So this is where we store all the technical details about our data.
Technical details?
Yeah.
What kind of information are we talking about?
Things like database schemas, data models, data sources, and even information about how data is transformed and moved between systems.
It sounds like a data blueprint.
Yeah.
Providing a detailed view of how our data infrastructure is structured.
Exactly. And by connecting the business glossary to the metadata repository, we create this powerful system that links business meaning to technical implementation.
I see. So we can trace a data element from its definition in the business glossary all the way to its physical location in a database.
Precisely. And this level of traceability is crucial for effective data management.
Okay.
It helps us understand data dependencies, assess the impact of changes, and ensure data quality across the entire data lifecycle.
This is all starting to make sense.
Good.
It's like data stewards are the architects of our data ecosystem.
They are.
Creating a system that's both organized and transparent.
Yes.
But how do they make sure everyone in the organization can actually access and benefit from all this?
That's a great question. To make this system accessible, they often create a data stewardship portal.
A portal? Like a website dedicated to all things data?
Exactly. It's a one-stop shop for data definitions, policies, procedures, and even best practices for data management.
So it's like a data library.
Yeah.
Where anyone can go to learn about data governance, find answers to their data questions, and even contribute to ongoing data management efforts.
Precisely. It's a way to democratize data knowledge and empower everyone in the organization to become more data savvy.
This is fantastic.
It is.
It's like we're creating a data-driven culture from the ground up, where everyone is informed, engaged, and invested in data quality.
And that's ultimately the goal of data stewardship. To create a sustainable system where data is treated as a valuable asset, managed with care, and used to drive better outcomes for the organization.
This deep dive has been truly eye-opening.
Good.
I'm leaving with a newfound appreciation for the crucial role data stewards play in taming the data beast and unlocking the power of information.
And remember, this is just the tip of the iceberg. There's so much more to explore in the world of data stewardship. But hopefully this has given you a solid foundation to build upon.
Definitely. Now we want to hear from you, our listeners.
Yes.
What are some of the data challenges you're facing in your organization? Have you implemented data stewardship practices? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful explorations into the world of data.